This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Chris says, good morning from upstate New York. I'm concerned about a couple holes in the Dolphins O-line. Any insight on some possibilities? You know, Chris, you have got to come to the realization of their reality. It's not your reality. It's not the reality of a lot of other people. You have given up on Austin Jackson, and you have given up on Liam Eichenberg. Okay? That's where that question comes from. Just like I know Papa doesn't follow hockey. That's why he said history, because he doesn't know shit about, the Panthers, right? So he doesn't follow the Panthers, doesn't really see them every night. So he just went with the lazy thing. And so he threw that out there. This is kind of the same thing. It's not the lazy thing. It's just you're convinced of this already. They're not. And that's the part that a lot of us in the Dolphin Nation, okay, we have trouble comprehending this. Okay. Frank Smith knows way more about offensive line play than you and I do. And so does Mike McDaniel. Those guys get rid of people when they don't like you or not like you, when you don't fit, because they're not those kind of dudes. But like Mike Gesicki didn't fit. You're gone, bro. We're not playing you. And this is what they do on that team. If you don't fit, they're not going to play you. They're not interested. So there must be something that they see in Eichenberg and in Jackson. I'm not defending it. I'm not telling you that they're right. I'm defending the fact that it's obvious that they have not given up on those guys. And it's so much that they haven't given up on those guys that they feel that they're going to fill some of those needs. Because you would have already brought in a right tackle. You'd have already brought in a left guard. You still have to re-sign Wilkins and Sealer. You still have money that you have to spend, and you have your draft picks. Not a lot of them, only 4, and 2 of them will require money. The 6th and the 7th rounders aren't going to require any serious money. But the 2nd and 3rd will get decent salaries. But overall, I think the realization for a lot of Dolphin fans is you have to kind of reset yourself and give Austin Jackson and Liam Eichenberg, who had injury-riddled years last year, you have to give them an opportunity to reprove themselves with this new coaching staff. Because Michael Dieter's not coming back. So that's why they brought in what's the name of the other guy? The Dan Feeney guy. Because he plays guard and center. So Dieter's probably gone now, right? I think that's what's happening here. If they still believe that Austin Jackson, and I can tell you for sure on Liam Eichenberg, like serious. I'm telling you because I have some insight in that damn building. I joke around with you guys. Oh, wow. I hear from things in that building. And right before he got injured, I told you this story last year. They were convinced he was turning the corner in those 2 weeks before he got injured. I mean, convinced. Like you would not believe the conviction that came from that building about Liam Eichenberg before he got injured. And these are people that do this for a living. Their jobs are on the line. Their careers are on the line. Their reputations are on the line. And, brother, they're sticking their necks out for Eichenberg and Austin Jackson. And we're all dying to replace them. But if you noticed, there's no hurry. Byron Jones, there was a hurry to replace his ass. Remember a couple of weeks back? Oh, there's a chance Byron Jones stays. There were some stories written. Go ahead and look at it. Go back to the newspapers. And I was laughing my ass off going, there's no chance he's gone. I was telling you he was gone for months now, right? I've told you for Over half a year, he was gone. I've told you for half a year. X is gone next year, didn't I? Didn't I say that? Okay. You know, I'm just telling you, we have to come to the realization that they have not given up on Austin Jackson and Liam Eichenberg. Has nothing to do with Chris Greer, who picked them. Zero. McDaniel makes that decision. So McDaniel and Frank clearly still like those guys. And we have to get off this trip that they're dying to replace them. No. You're dying to replace them. They're not dying to replace them. And that's the problem that a lot of us have in the Dolphin Nation with all of this. We have a hard time moving on because we can't accept the fact that Austin Jackson could still be a good player. We can't accept the fact that Liam Eichenberg could still figure this whole thing out. We have given up on him. We have moved on. We think they have no left guard or right tackle. That's the way we think as a Dolphin Nation. And we have to recalibrate that. We have to change our thinking. And at least you may have given up, but you need to take a step back and say, oh, okay, well, wait a minute. They haven't given it up on them, and they're going to give them a chance to prove themselves because they must feel that they have it because they haven't brought anybody in to really take their jobs. That's why. So adjust your thinking when it comes to left guard and right tackle. Strafasi, Eichenberg is terrible. I mean, that's going to be the normal response. That's not their response. And the proof is in the movement, the signings. Everything tells you in the signings what they're doing, what they believe in, and what they don't believe in. They clearly didn't believe in Michael Dieter, right? So they didn't believe in Mike Gesicki. Maybe they don't believe in Mike's. Maybe they need to go find another Jalen at guard or left or right tackle. I don't know.